ladies, good morning. Yes, thank you for coming for this session today. Right, today we are going to do effective communication skills. Why communication? Because communication is a very important subject, very important thing for everyone. And we are using it every day, for every second we are using communication. Alright, so we're going to have an ice-breaking session now. Can I get to know each and every one of you? First we start with this beautiful lady here.
My name is Kamala.
Yes.
I'm a housewife.
Right.
I have 3 kids, all still schooling.
Okay, that's beautiful. And Miss Kamala, alright, now I'm going to ask Miss Kamala to introduce yourself and get to know your friend here. Can you come to the front, Miss Kamala and your friend here, and get yourself introduced in this session. You can ask your friend from where she comes from, her name, about the family, about her hobby, anything. So you get to know her first.
Hello. Hi.
Hi,
My name is Kamala.
my name is Naina.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you too.
Okay.
I'm from Sydney, Jalan Messi.
Okay, I'm staying in Pantai. Okay, my husband is working DSP as police in Bukitman. I'm also a housewife and I've got 3 kids, 3 girls, and studying also. And by time I will be free at home, and my hobby is cooking and taking care of my family.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so we have 2 people communicating here. They are getting to know each other. And now we have another participant here. Right, ma'am, can you come out now to the floor here? And this person is going to introduce herself. And now the group is getting bigger.
Okay.
Hello,
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Purni.
I'm Kamala.
Okay, I'm staying in Pantai also. My husband is a policeman. I have 4 kids, all adults.
All
All
right.
married ready, and then we mostly studying in university.
Okay, very nice. Now, each one of you, I'm going to give you 1 pen. Right? 1 pen, and you're going to pick colors here. There are few colors here, few color notes. You're going to pick 1 color, and we're going to see who is having the common interest. Come, which color you like, you can just pick from my hand here. Alright, Miss Kamala and Miss Purani. Alright, now what you need to do here is, you need to write down what is your interest. For you to attend my class, what is the objective of you to come to my class today? What you want to take back end of the class? Alright, can you please write down? Don't show me, we will share in the
This one
session.
have to write now itself? Or
Yes, now.
Oh, now itself.
Now, you can go back to your place and write. Then after that, we will discuss the session. Before we start our communication skills class today.
Okay.
Alright, ladies, get going. Write up what you want to get the objective. What is your objective to attend this session today?
Okay.
Yes.
Why we attend this class?
Why we
What we
came
did?
here?
What we did actually last.
What is your objective? What do you want to take back from this skills session? Yes. What is your aim?
Aim to get our kid.
Yes. You can write 3
Communication skill now.
communication skills. Yes. You write. Later we discuss. We will share. Don't tell your secrets to your friends. Later we discuss. Alright. So I can see all are smiling. So I'm sure you have something, something interesting you want to share with me after this, right? So I can see Miss Mona is writing, and Miss Kamala is even writing more. Let's see what is in their mind. So are you guys ready? Not yet. Never mind, I'll take your. I'll give you another one.
Only two lah.
Only two objectives. It's okay. It doesn't matter. Even if you have one objective, no worries. So are you all ready?
Must
Ready.
take time.
No worries. Okay, let's start the discussion. Now this is an ice-breaking session. So now, why you want to attend this communication skills class? Because before you come to my class, I'm sure you have some aim or objective you want to meet by the end of this class or end of this session. Miss Mona, can you share with me what is the objective? What do you want to meet by end of this session?
Somewhat higher.
Yes.
Okay, to get more our future in our new life, in our community, and get more details in the life.
Very good. So Miss Mona wants to, she wants to actually empower herself, enhance her skills, which is give her a big clap. So this is a great, compassionate type of attitude. And welcome Miss Mona for this session. And now Miss Kamala. Yes, we want to hear from you.
Correct my communication skill
All right, awesome.
and from this communication communication, so we can get more can share more like this communication.
Right, you want to get more sharings,
Yeah.
more
Social,
tips.
socialize.
Yes, you want to get improve in your social etiquettes. Social etiquette, very good,
And
amazing.
can teach kids also.
Yes, because you want to enhance your children from your communication skills. So, Miss Purani, what about you? Interesting.
As a housewife today, at least I can meet other people because normally housewife will be in house only all the while, and then I got the chance to communicate with other people. At least I can spend the time with a quality.
Yes, okay, this is very powerful because you take your time, even though you're a mother, you are also a wife for your husband, and also you are a woman, you are taking the opportunity to come here, sit here, to gain the skills because you want to empower yourself, you want to be a better version of yourself. Right, thank you very much ladies, I'm very impressed with your answers, and also I'm also like very motivated after I'm hearing from you all this, end of the days, because you have your priorities, which is family, but yet you have the time to come here, which is where give a big applause for yourself, and also you pat your friends. What's up? Yes. Okay, very nice. Okay, now communication skills is a very important tool because if you fail to communicate properly, you will fail in everything, especially when you want to speak. Okay, for example, as a family person, you have your spouse, your husband, your children. When you fail to communicate well with your husband, what will happen? your husband is your life partner. If you fail to communicate with him properly, what will happen to the relationship? What will happen to your life?
Quiet, silence.
Quiet, silent life will be dull, and then you'll be end up arguing, fighting, so many battles, and it will be all buried inside. Alright, so when you don't have a space to speak out, what happens is it will be even more aggravated into another version, and you will spoil your relationship, and the victim will be your children. Alright, so improve your communication. When it comes to work environment, alright, communication plays an important role, because if you fail to communicate, you will fail to meet the organization objective or any work that you are carrying on, depending on what sectors you are in. Alright, now I want 3 of you to come to the front here again, because the ice breaking session is still going on, and we are going to have a very fun learning, interesting training today. So 3 of you, please, madam, come to the front again. Alright. Okay, now there are 3 beautiful ladies here, and they are going to vibrate their brain. They are going to have a brain twister session, whereby they are going to analyze themselves to understand each other. So you're going to use your right hand fingers to put on your friend's here, you know, your palm head here, and you're going to close your eyes and vision what your friend is thinking. Alright, so this is a very nice activity, but we can go 2 by 2. Maybe Miss Kamala and Miss Purani start first. Okay, you're going to, for example, come I demo first. Alright, for example, Miss Kamala is here, I'm here. So Miss Kamala will put and close the eyes. Come, just take a deep breath. Just envision what your friend is thinking about you. What your friend is communicating in the brain about yourself. Alright, so shall we start?
Okay.
Alright, Miss Purani and Miss Kamala start first, alright? Okay.
This one 5 minutes.
No need 5 minutes, just 1 second is enough. Or maybe 1 minute. Okay. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, inhale, exhale. Okay. Okay, so now you can remove your hand. So now, Miss Purani, what Miss Kamala is thinking? Can you read her? What's the telepathy reading there?
Maybe,
Yes?
okay. Maybe she feel like a bit relaxed today because she came out with us and joining this program.
Alright, okay, that's a nice answer. What about Miss Kamala? What Miss Purani is thinking?
She thinking about she's a housewife. From housewife stay in her house only. So now come and gather with us and share. And
Yeah,
talk
so
about
she's
us.
actually getting some skills, she's getting some knowledge, she's actually going to have at least some time for herself today to learn. And it's like a knowledge hub, huh? Right? Very nice.
Learn
And now
something
Miss Mona come. Miss Mona, who would you like to choose? Miss Purani or Miss Kamala for your session?
Both also.
Both also. Okay, now you go with Miss Purani first. Come on. Okay. Now we're going to have the
Same.
same way. Put your hand here.
Is it I have to put?
Yes. Close your eyes, calm down. Deep breath, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Right. Alright, okay, I think good enough. Now, Miss Mona, what do you think she's thinking about?
Thinking about myself or her.
What she was thinking?
Okay, she's so happy to come to
This session.
and with her friends, and share with the communities program.
Okay, very good. So, Miss Purani, is that correct?
Okay.
Can you repeat?
That you're coming here
Okay,
for
I'm
your
coming here
friends
to okay,
and
friends.
share with our thing to program and share with everyone.
Okay.
Alright, okay. Now, would you like to choose Miss Kamala for your
Yes.
interchange? Okay. Wire your brain wire, brain twister. Later we will learn brain twister.
Because this is something new for us. Then for standard.
Don't worry, you will learn many things here. Then you will be able to improve the quality of communication. Okay? Okay. What do you think?
She thinking the same thing also. Came here, learn something, and then
Something
we
new
know each other.
Each other.
Yeah, so you're getting to know your new circle of friends.
Mm.
What about Miss Purani? What do you think that she has?
Same thing what she said.
Okay, that means that's why you guys are friends. Okay, alright, thank you. Can go back to your place. Now, so the quality of your communication determines the quality of your life. Alright, so now just envision yourself if you communicate properly. What is the benefit that you will get? For example, in front of you there are about 20 participants or audience. If you can communicate well, you will deliver your message, you will leave impact in your audience, and your audience will take back the knowledge and they will apply later for their life, and that will actually empower them. And they will become better, they can apply in their work, they can apply in their daily life and anywhere that they want to. Okay, so this is the quality of communication. Alright, in communication, we have many sessions, like we have public speaking and we do have one-to-one conversation. Public speaking requires you to remove the fear, right? How do you feel when you are in fear?
We can't talk properly. We can't.
Yes, you will start sweating
Yeah.
and then you will start having the feeling of nervous and your mouth will be babbling and you will feel your head and hand shaken. Okay, so you don't have the self-confidence because your heart is pumping fast.
Yeah.
Alright, so what will happen here is public speaking requires you to have the certain level of confidence to make you to be able to stand with the strength and focus to your audience. So now, when you come to public speaking, you need to first take a deep breath because your audience in front of you may have different perception and they may ask you questions which is complex. So that part you got to do some preparation, pre-preparation at home before you go and speak. Even before we speak to children, we need to plan first because nowadays children, they are very advanced. They are teenagers, they can actually answer us better. So we got to plan what we want to tell them. Right or not? Based on your experience. Yes. Okay. Now, in communication, there are two ways of communicating. One is verbal, another one is non-verbal. Verbal is your speech, your pitch, how to speak. You speak verbal. Non-verbal requires your body language, your cues or body gestures. Sometimes from your face mimicry. If you are angry, your face will be. If you are happy, smile. If you are very sad, you can see from your you look very depressed. From your eyes, the way you are, people will know. And sometimes when you are bored, you will put your hand like that. That means, and you will put your hand on the head, you will put your hand like that. That means you are bored. Right? So that is body gestures, expression. Always remember, Miss Purani, what do you think will touch people when you speak. That means how to make people to listen to you
First of all, by smiling.
by smiling.
Yeah.
Yes, so you have to give a
Smile face.
smiling face, sweet
Smiling
face,
face.
but don't over smile. I got a friend who smiled. that, that is something wrong somewhere. So you got to give a very pleasant smile. Don't smile like that, Kamala. No, that's already something wrong, isn't it? Smile, but smile in a very pleasant way. And another thing, most important thing when it comes to communication is emotions. You have to study the person's emotion, because the person might be someone who is very high temper, someone who's sensitive, or someone who is very easygoing. So you must study what type of person is that before you communicate. Otherwise, the person will take it in a very different perspective. Then you will get into deep problem. So you have to follow the flow, especially when you deal something. For example, you are attending a makeup skill. So what skill do you like, Miss Kamala? Besides communication skills, what skill do you like? I'm having a
communication.
business communication.
No, I mean communication.
What other skill that you like besides communication? Yes, what other skill that you prefer? What other skill that you like?
Something like what? Like business.
Skills means like something like like this is communication skill. Another one like creative skill, tailoring skill,
Oh,
cooking.
like
Cooking is
that.
also a skill. Babysitting
Oh,
also skill. You guys are skillful person. Understand yourself. Like Miss Mona, Miss Kamala, and Miss Purni, you guys are very skilled person because you are raising a family. You are raising your children. Raising your children is also under nursery, meaning that you also have the skills. Cooking is a skill. You guys do cooking daily. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes. You all do cooking. So cooking is also a skills. And makeup.
Makeup skill.
Makeup is also a skill. So everything has the steps. So whatever has the steps and can enhance the person is considered as skills. Got me? Alright. So another thing, can you remember an incident in your life? Whatever happened in your life, a very happy moment and very sad moment. Happiest moment, what is that? Miss Purani, what is the happiest moment that happened in your life? In your entire life, from your childhood, from your childhood, teenagehood? Yes. A lot.
But I choose one. I like to go to with my family to go to overseas and happy and
So that is the happiest. So overseas means which country you went?
let's say like my brother staying in Australia
Mhm.
in Melbourne,
Mhm.
so I like to go to visit them.
Oh,
So
okay.
this is a chance I want to go.
Alright, that's amazing. So you like to travel with your family?
Yes.
Okay, that's nice. And you went to Australia before?
No.
No, you are planning to
Yeah,
go.
we are planning to go
Okay,
to
you should
Australia, yes.
go. So that is going to be your happiest moment.
Yes.
So anything happy happened before this or not? Already happened?
So far no,
Not yet.
not yet.
No, other
Other happy events? Yes, anything. It can be anything. Any functions, events, your children birthday party, or yourself, or maybe you went for some small vacation with your family.
Okay, yesterday was Mother's Day, so he thought I have a bouquet for my husband and my daughter.
Oh, that is nice. So that is your happiest moment.
Yes.
Which happened yesterday, one day
Yesterday
before
was,
my class.
yes,
Okay, congratulations. And what was the most saddest moment in your life?
Saddest, I see like I have my mother and my father is passed away, so I don't have to communicate to my family.
Oh, that is your saddest.
Saddest.
Okay, that's losing father is not easy.
Yeah.
Huh? Yes. It's okay. It's a part of life. Okay, what about Miss Madam? Yes.
The happiest moment.
Happiest first.
Happiest moment is I got 3 kids. That's happy for me. For family, small family.
Alright, so she's happy with the family.
Yes.
And what is your saddest moment?
Saddest moment with my family.
Until you cannot communicate to anyone, you feel very sad. You know, you feel just keeping to yourself. You know, it's like turbulence inside. Turbulence means depression.
Some that's private, but some the main thing is my father. After my father passed away, he's the one very strongest man that give us a break, gives a confidence for us.
Okay.
After he passed away, like I like no one like share.
Alright.
My-
So you
my-
close to your father. Alright. So that is the saddest moment. So you cannot communicate to anyone. You feel
Something like give
depressed.
us confidence.
Confidence. Okay, that is a turning point. What about Miss Purani? What is the happiest moment? Let's ask happiness first.
Okay, the happiest moment means the time I went with my husband for traveling.
Alright.
Because the most, if people ask me what you like to do the most, I will definitely will say I like traveling. So I went so many places. I already went.
So
to
what is
those
the best
many
place
places.
that you
I went
went?
to Australia, China.
Yes.
I think I almost cover all the Asian countries.
That is nice.
So I prefer to go somewhere.
Very adventurous.
That was the
Madam Purani is very adventurous.
that was the happiest moment in my life. And then
Alright.
the second thing was my children's graduation day.
Your children's
Graduation day because they already studied and then they already success. So that was the second happiest
Okay, alright, it's okay.
happiest moment in my life. And then my children are all grown ready, so all good educated. So I feel so happy with that. If
You feel contented,
Yeah.
satisfied.
truly satisfied with that. As a mom, I made something best for them. Then I already success in
See,
my
you
life.
see, just now when I called you for my class, you didn't communicate a lot, but now you can really communicate.
Yeah.
See, you have the skills.
Yeah.
You have the skills, but you not sure until you speaking now and you enhance your skills. You know that you are very talented. Actually, can see that you are extremely talented. Alright, very good. Alright, now, as I told you, there are 2 ways of communication, verbal and non-verbal. And when you communicate, you must have certain level of confidence. So if you don't have confidence, you will stammer on the stage. You will stammer in front of people, and you will lose your way of communicating. So communication is a very important tool for you to focus. Alright. So then you have to overcome objections. Sometimes people they object. So you don't have to worry about that. You just need to be confident. Alright? Okay. Just hang on. I'm going to give you a sticky pad here. Now.
I think we are just going to give us a break.
Alright. Okay. Now I'm going to give you this, and you're going to come out shortly. Alright. I'm going to make you to think your way of communicating when you don't have mobile, when you don't have internet. How are you going to communicate? Right? Those days we were using a lot of manual methods. We use flags to show there's something, and we use body language because we don't have mobile, we don't have telephone, landline, and everything. So how are you going to do it? So you got to tell me. You just write down few message on the note. Few message. If you don't have any source of communication, what are you going to do?
I don't understand more.
Yes, that means you don't have any facilities. Yes.
Okay.
So what
Other
sources?
people, is it?
Yes. What source are you going to use?
contact people.
Yes.
Maybe contact people.
Contact people, communicate with your family members who are not nearby you. You know, what are the source that you're going to use?
By letter,
By letter and then by visit them.
Yes. Anything that you feel that you can make it useful.
By visiting them.
Two enough, 2 or 3. We just want to see. Alright, okay? Alright, can you share with me?
You can visit them.
Visit them.
By visit them, and then the second choice is by letter.
By letter writing.
Letter.
Will you, ma'am?
myself is by visiting them.
By visiting them.
I have one choice.
So however we have mobile or internet, we still have to visit our loved ones,
Yeah.
right? Miss Kamala?
Same, sending letter, visiting.
Nobody want to give white flag, huh? You know, last time when they have fire,
White flag for what? Any emergency.
any emergency, those days when they see the smoke coming out, they think there's a
they
fire
give the
there.
white flag.
When they see the bird bringing one letter from the
Yeah.
mob, you know, they say that, okay, there's a message
Those,
coming. Yeah, so those days, there's the olden
Those days,
ancient,
but now-
ancient ways of communication. Right. Before you communicate, you have to believe. We call it as confidence, believe in yourself. Whatever you speak, the other person will perceive. So communication is a reciprocal. Reciprocal means it's a two-way system. We call it as two-way system. So reciprocal, so it has to be reciprocal, two ways. So for example, if Miss Mona is speaking to Miss Kamala, but Miss Kamala don't like Miss Mona, Miss Kamala will not listen to Miss Mona because she have no interest in Miss Mona. Miss Kamala said, I don't want this way. So she just turn here and see somewhere else. So reciprocal is you give feedback after you listen the feed forward. So it's a two-way process, right? So you have to believe that your friend is your friend and is listening or she is listening. And then you got to convert your speech into something you can deliver. For example, if you want to deliver something, it has to be something useful, something which is important that you're going to use in your daily life. How it's going to benefit you. Alright? And then avoid monologue. Avoid monologue techniques. Monologue means you keep saying it to yourself. You know, you mumble, you repeat. And then you don't use fillers. When you communicate, for example, you cannot use fillers like, for example, I say, today I have this session, that is fillers. We call it as fillers. Alright, so these fillers will disrupt communication. Even for your children, anybody, you can guide them. Do not use fillers like sometimes both la. Do not use these fillers because these are all defeat the purpose of communication. It shows that the person is not eloquent. So the fillers part you need to remove this part. Alright, so practice. Don't use monologue. Use voice modulation techniques. Fillers don't use, and use one-to-one conversation techniques. Alright, one-to-one means you speak to the person and be the active speaking person, active listener. When Kamala speaks to me, for example, Madam Kamala come to me, Miss Yogeshwari, I have a problem, but if I don't listen to her, I am doing some other work, and she has been telling what she needs to me, and she will get irritated. She says, this woman, she's not even listening. You know, she'll get what? She'll get disappointed. You know, because she looked for me as a friend to speak to me about a problem because she wants me to help her. So I am considered a problem-solving person for her. So active listening skill is very important when it comes to communication. Actively listen. And when you listen, be empathy. Do put yourself in your friend's shoe and understand them. Don't bring your problem and put in the same situation. For example, if I have a problem, when Madam Kamala tell me her problem, I go and tell her my problem. She will feel like her purpose is defeated. You know why? She comes to me as her problem solver. But instead, I bring my problem congest with hers. So, is this a good technique? No, this is not. So, you got to have a way of active listening skills when it comes to one-to-one conversation. We call it as one-to-one conversation techniques. This part. You got me? Alright. So, body language is very important, and how much you pay attention, focus on the other person's conversation also another important part here. That means when your body language and your focus is there, that means you are actually listening, and your friend will feel confident. Next time your friend will come back to you and share for you to help. But when your friend share, you go and tell your problem, then what is the purpose? Correct? Yeah, so that is how to avoid miscommunication and have an effective communication skills. That is called as active listening. So fillers, as I told you, don't use fillers. Fillers will disrupt the communication level. So use more active listening skills. You got to practice this. Alright? So how much you focus, that is the quality of your conversation. Body language, as I told you, when someone talks to you, don't be like that. Look at them in a pleasant way. Understand why they come to you. Be empathetic. Then you will be able to blend into what they want from you. Okay, that is one. Email is another way of communication. This is more for officers, more for business purpose, right? So, develop empowering beliefs. Empowering beliefs. That means if you believe, you can achieve anything. Miss Kamala, even though Miss Kamala was telling, Madam Mona was telling me, what am I going to achieve after this? Madam Mona, you can be achieving something that you cannot believe that you can. Just believe is not enough. You have to put your step and start doing it. So you come to my communication class, you also get motivated. Because age is just a number. Right? I know you have responsibilities, but you have your life, yourself to look at also, right? So start now. Develop yourself. Learn skills. Start something. And you will see yourself flourishing. Nothing a woman cannot achieve. Right or not, Miss Kamala? Yes. So, you got to just start executing. Learn the skills. Communicate well. If you have super communication skills, you will be able to close any deal within fingertips. Right. So these are the methods. By the end of this presentation, you will be improving your public speaking skills. You will become more confident. You will empower yourself. Your mindset will change. And you will know how to have a little bit of time management, and you will have amazing conversations with your buddies, whoever here or outside, and also you'll be self-confident. Do not put yourself down. Don't compare yourself to others, because everyone is unique in their own way. Alright? Every one of you are achievers. Right. Okay, then limiting beliefs. Okay, this is the problem with many of us. Even me, I got limiting beliefs at times. Do not limit yourself. I cannot do this because I'm only until here. Do you know you're not until here until you can spread your wings? You tell, but you're not trying. You have to try. Then you say you cannot, then I will help you. So be confident, then things will change your way. Alright? So do not put yourself down. Everyone is unique in their own way. Everyone can do it. If someone else can do, why not you can do it? Why you cannot do can? So, write effective emails is more on the organization, where the secretary or bosses will be emailing to each other to encounter some things, right? Okay, we are here. So effective emails is like report writing, business writing, and then you have memo writing, business communication and all that. This one we will touch on the later part. Later we have another session for business communication another time. Now, always ask questions, right? Asking questions is number one thing. When you go for some things, you need to raise your hands. Be bold, be brave, ask questions if you don't know. If you sit quietly, no one knows whether you understand or not. No one knows what you want. Even, for example, Madam Purani, she wants to ask anything to her husband. If she's so scared of her husband, she won't be able to ask. So you have to be bold. If Madam want to go and get some license, for example, car driving license, you have to take yourself and go. You have to move forward, right? So that is your own actions. And please close all other tabs, make notes. All these are the way of you to get points or get information to communicate. Right. The communication process is by this. One person is speaking, the other person is receiving. That's what we call it just now as reciprocal system. Remember, reciprocal means two ways of communication. When I speak to you, you speak to me. When I speak to you, you quiet. That means there's no reciprocal. Only one way communication doesn't work. So interpersonal and intrapersonal feedback is very, very important. So here you have the sender, who is Madam Kamala will be the sender to me. That means she speaks to me. She delivers the message. And that is the message, the channel, and I am the receiver. The channel will be mobile phone if we are far. Direct, face to face. And we also have other way, email, Google Meet. Now we have the latest Zoom. So this Microsoft Teams, everything is the way of receiving the information. And the response from the receiver to the sender. This part is the reciprocal. So it goes like that. You see the cycle? This is the cycle. So when it goes, it comes back. It goes, so you're talking about it. Alright?
It is a repeat back.
Yes, you keep repeating. So that is the way of corresponding, to keep flowing the communication. Otherwise it will stop. For example, Madam Mona called me, but I don't answer her phone call. I don't reply her message. So our communication will stop. So it requires two people or a group of team to communicate. Even in organization or in the workplace, we apply this. If employees, supervisors, managers stop talking to boss, how they want to do work, the department will shut down. Alright, same thing. Okay, so this one. What are the 5 principles? In communication, there are 5 important principles. Alright, the first one is being empathy. You know, being empathy means Miss Purani, Madam Purani come and tell me, Yogesh, today I feel very restless. My body, I am feeling like feverish. I don't have the energy. I don't know where am I leading? So I have to have active listening skill. Listen to her problem, because she looked for me to tell her problem to me. So what I do, and Madam Purani, that's your body lah. I cannot walk like that. So I have to tell, what's happening to you? You should consult the doctor. Don't wait. You know, you should take some doctor's prescription. So I am going to help you by communicating with you. So we have 2 ways of reciprocal, feedback and feed forward. So when I give her the feedback from her conversation, she will give me the response. So feed forward. So this is being empathy. Empathy means we put ourselves in other people's situation and we understand their problem. That is being empathy. Alright? Focus on the solution, not the problem. I mean, you see, every one of us have a problem. No one is perfect. We may have a problem in the workplace. We may have problem in the family. We may have problem with our children. We may have problem with our parents or our relatives or someone else. So you can never run away from problem. So you got to communicate. You must have the interpersonal and intrapersonal skills communication. You have to solve. Because every problem there will be a solution. Right? Problem cannot exist forever, it won't stay. So every single problem will have a solution. So don't give up. If you have problem, always believe there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Understand? So you got to communicate with your spouse. If your spouse is giving you some problem, you communicate with your spouse. Tell your spouse, make your spouse to understand, make your children to understand. Even we as mothers, we do have problem with our children at times, with our spouse, sometimes with our people outside the working environment. So we must know how to tackle the problem. Alright? So we can tackle the problem by communicating in the right place with the right level of communication. Alright. Turn your can't into can. What is the meaning? Turn your cannot into can. That means if you think you cannot, you will be able to do it. I told myself last time, I cannot do this. But when I put action, I'm able to do it. Because if you don't take action, you will never change. You will only be where you are today. You must put the first step. Then your life will start changing. You change for yourself, not for anyone else. Because you only live once. So you got to learn how to communicate well. You got to learn how to tackle situation. You got to do something for yourself as a lady. Right?
Yes.
So what is your dream? You only live once. Your dream is not only this much. You have more than this. Maybe you want to go all around the world in 80 days. Maybe Kamala want to go Goa beach. You want to go to Hawaii beach. Purni, madam want to go to where? You want to dive into the sea. So many things you can do because life is adventurous, right? So of course we do have responsibilities as a mother, as a daughter, as a wife, and also at workplace and everything. But you still must have something for yourself. So at the end of the day, when you are 80, you say, I made it. Right? Yes, that's the spirit. Right or not? Yeah, so start changing. So always encourage responsibility, do not blame. You see, in our life we keep blaming, oh, this one is not right, that one is not right, this is not right. Stop blaming and start changing and doing things right. So when you start changing, everything around you will change, trust me. When you communicate well with your spouse, use some sweet, monotonous tone, slow motion, things may get better. Am I right? It may not get better, I don't know. But at the same time, you need to also convince them with evidence. If I do this, this is what happened, you see. So when you do that, you have the superpower communication skills, everyone will start to follow you. Right? Yes. So feedback is important. Listen to what they are saying also because you want to know what is the action after you say that. So this is very important factor in communication. Interesting or not?
Yes.
So let me know. Now I'm going to ask you to come and stick this back on this here. You can stick here. Right. What barriers do you have with your family members or your anywhere that you had worked before? I'm sure you all had worked before. You got married, whatsoever kind. So you just write what problem you had before this. What problem you encounter until you cannot solve, you need to look for someone else to help you. Maybe before you work in the, Madam Kamala was nurse before, so she would have faced a lot of issue with other nurses or her superiors in the hospital. Madam Purani, I don't know what you did before, but I'm sure you all have done something. So come and later come here. No, you can come here and write here, no problem.
siapa bikin lah.
Chinese problem.
Like stuff and never get leave. Leave everyone is daily. Leave one another and release. Sister fighting. Sister not fighting lah. Argue.
Just hang on just leave it for a while because I'm going to ask you all to come in front. Alright, okay, now you're going to have different. Sure, you all have done something before you all get married. right?
We are as a nurse, we should discuss first.
Oh, can.
Working nurse.
Duty was there. We want to stay a holiday, and then the other staff want also the same day.
Morning, afternoon.
What's the problem? Elvis office
Working
communication
problem.
problem.
Working problem.
Yeah, working problem. What problem you encountered in the workplace?
Oh, yeah, cannot say yeah.
No, come out. Madam Kamala,
Oh, what's
confidence. Communication skills include
No, that-
confidence level. Confidence level.
Should write there.
Should I there?
Yes.
How?
You can use my pen.
Both-
There are
both.
many
Job
pens.
also should
Job
write.
pen. You
No,
can use any color.
This one, the future, not future one, the past one.
The past one, based on your previous experience.
The past.
The past one,
No,
yes.
not only working, like family problem also, like you cannot solve.
You can write anything. Or
Sometimes,
previously you work, you had issue in the workplace, also can with your bosses, with your supervisors, or with your department managers. Can be anything.
Like with the husband also.
Can.
Sometimes we cannot
No.
go to the Deepavali, cannot go, we must go to the
Okay.
house.
No problem. You can write that. This is
That is something like that problem.
from communication skills. We are going to emotional intelligence.
That is why we are having a lot of papers there.
Because I want you to write as many as you can. Come on, guys, come.
But actually a lot, but stucking.
Yeah, you can put more papers. I put more papers for you.
Cannot take it
I
up.
mean,
That's enough. That's
Okay.
enough.
You have many problems. But you must write your name.
Hey, I can write this here, this one.
Can. You want to use marker also can.
Marker.
Hey.
Nama yang itu sih. Nothing to do. So put must write our name.
Yes, write your name up so I know who is who lah. Because I need to see. You can write about your experience in the nursing there. Okay. And then other problem, your staff give you, your bosses, and then your patient also can. Okay, yes, then. Later you have to speak.
Yeah, can.
Okay, nah.
That's also
Between mum,
communication
between
problem.
mum,
What?
ah. Mum and mum.
Yeah. Between mummies.
Between mother-in-law.
Okay, very nice. So we have so many notes here from these beautiful ladies. So now we are going to share the session.
I see.
Alright, so come, let's have a look at the small sticky notes here about the problem that they encounter in their communication skills until they can come here and flesh it out here. Alright, now Madam Purani was a temporary teacher, wow, for 5 years. Amazing. While working, she cannot look after her children, I understand. You're a mom of four. And so she resigned the job, because she wants to give a quality life for the family. As a housewife was having problem, like cannot go anywhere, so you are restricted because you have responsibilities. Alright, so that is, then did you speak to your spouse that you want to go out, you want to do something for yourself? So how was the communication level? Were there any barriers? Barriers means like problem in the communication.
That time,
Like sekatan, barrier?
that time actually I won't speak to him because he was also working. Myself, I have to look after 4 kids,
Yes,
so I
yes.
also know that I have no time for
Understood.
me to
Yeah,
spend.
because you want to do something,
Yeah.
you want to go out and you have to have your me time,
Yeah,
your time, but you can't do that because of your commitment and your husband is busy working. So you had a communication with him, but it cannot be done much because of your commitment, right?
Yeah.
So this is your son, and wait for husband. Who's this Madam Purani? Oh, you cannot drive because
Last time, couldn't
Last
drive.
time, okay. So one talk much, so I'll just keep quiet. Okay, that's normal. This is family issue.
Yeah.
Alright, so when Madam Purani was working as a teacher, 5 years, for temporary teacher, what problem you had? Did you have any communication problem? You had fear inside you,
A lot.
barriers. Okay, what type of
I'm
fear?
young, right? After school, from 5 I just started to do teaching. So I have no experience. Without experience, I was working as a temporary teacher. So I have to learn.
So you have to do a lot of independent
Yeah.
work. Okay, I understand. Alright, so that is one, and then this one must be Miss Kamala. So Miss Kamala, you take care of patient. You were a great nurse, I assume. So happy Nurse Day. Well, when was the Nurses Day? Huh? 12th of May. Okay. Anyway, I want to wish you happy Nurse Day. Nurse job is one of the greatest job because they do a lot of. They help the patient and they are the survivor for the people to
Take care.
Yes, they take care of their patients. And this is your family issue. So how you want to encounter this family issue or this problem? How are you going to do that?
Only with the communications.
Yes, with communication, you got to sit down, you got to communicate,
Discuss.
and then listen to what they're trying to say and analyze. From there, you will be able to tackle the problem and find the solution. Every problem there will be solution. You cannot live with problem. It's very depressing, and it will make you to fall ill. So you got to encounter solutions. Call it solutions. Okay, and Madam Mona,
The same thing is
Patience.
nurse.
oh yeah, yes, also.
I'm nurse.
Okay, nurse.
Okay, so my problem is
Duty roster.
duty is we have to go to like a holiday. Let's say Deepavali, we couldn't get the holiday, wrong holiday. So we have to ask the staff, like sister is a management sister.
Sister.
So they have give 3 days, 4 days. So only I have the problem that.
Alright.
And also, if let's say we want morning shift or afternoon shift, that also we have the problem.
Okay,
And
alright.
patients will they will press, call back, but nothing that they everything
So
is.
did you communicate with them? Tell them don't
Yeah,
press
I told, but
false
they,
alarm.
yeah, but
they are
they are
they need our
help. So that's many calls. So we couldn't take it. Only that.
communication.
So we have handled all the one routine. So we have to-
All the patients.
Patient.
Mm-hmm.
So we never had a problem.
Alright, okay, nice to know all your problems here, and you also communicated with your parents in-law to solve the problem, and you were successful. See, communication plays a very vital role to solve many issues and come out with a success. So you have a lot of workplace success story, organization success story, family success story, individual success story, and etc. So this is how important this communication skills is, right? Now, how we communicate, as I told you, you have a verbal you speak, the way you speak. Sometimes some people, they really can speak until they can convince others, they can make others to say yes, because they have the skills, they have the power to entice you, power to hypnotize you. They will, that is the skills. Vocal comes with the voice and the tone of the message. So how you use your voice. Okay, for example, I'm speaking to Miss Kamala. Miss Kamala, are you listening? So how she will feel? She will feel, what is wrong with her? She will feel the fear. So she won't be comfortable. When you speak, you have to use a low pitch or just a monotonous, very, like a direct beat, so that the other person don't get uncomfortable. So you must be able to see all this. Visual is what you see. Visual can be from, this is visual, what you see. Always remember, what you see, you can believe. What you hear, you cannot believe, right? So you have to see, then you can believe. So the body language comes under visual. Alright, how you respond, how you say, how you mimicry your face, your emotions. And always touch people's emotions by listening to them and helping them. So that is another important thing that you have to look at. And when you have this type of criteria, you will be able to leave an impact. You will be able to leave some nice impact for the others. Alright? So that is one thing. Now, if you see, this is performed by a research. Words only work 7%. Tone of voice 38%, you know. You see, voice modulation 38%. You speak very soft also cannot. Then people will be like not confident about you. They'll say, what, this person is so not low confident. So you must have certain level of voice modulation and of course body language. Stand straight, be pleasant, don't hunch. When compared people they hunch, when they sit also they hunch, that shows that they are not confident, they are not clear. So don't hunch, just sit straight. That is another important factors. So these are the most important things in our communication skills, because it carries the portion, like the breakdown in the pie chart. Now, lack of communication, you will lose opportunity. Why? Because you don't have the skills, you don't have the confidence, you don't have the, when you want to go and stand in front of the crowd, you feel you are demotivated. You see the crowd, you have fear inside your heart until you sweat, and then you feel like going bathroom. You want to go to, you feel like the whole world collapse. This is what when you lose the opportunity. Whereas if you know the skills, you can speak in front of 1,000 people and they will listen to you because you are empowering them. You have something facts, you know something there. There's a knowledge there for you to deliver and for them to take back. And you cannot just pitch about business ideas. There will be some things which involves in the personal life besides business or organization. And you shouldn't have low self-confidence. You cannot tell, I cannot do it because I think I didn't do this, because that person is better. Don't compare yourself. Always believe you have your uniqueness. You are unique. Say this every day in your heart. Every day you wake up, say, I'm unique. I'm better than anything. Because this is me. I am the best. And I'm doing everything for the people around me. And people are becoming better because of me. You have to tell this. Keep motivating yourself. Right or not? Madam?
Yes.
Yeah, so that is very important, and you cannot convince people to give you appraisal. You don't want people's validation. What for? As long as you are happy inside. You don't need the world to see you happy, right? Yeah, happiness is inside. It's very important, and that comes with the best communication skills, right? Now, lack of communication skills, what happen? You will lose lot of opportunities. You will lose a lot of business opportunities, work opportunities. You will lose negotiation. You will lose a good family relationship. You will lose a good children relationship with you, and it will affect your work-life balance, right? Because if you see your work-life balance, very important. Even if you are working or not working, work-life balance is you have to divide your time between your family and other things. Yes, you need to do some exercise for yourself also to take care of your inner health, right? Okay, then you can have this one comes under job switch. Job switch is like when people changing job, when they go to different organization, they must be able to communicate with the people there also. Well, communication is very important to work together as a team in the department. Now, lack of communication is the setback. Setback means the kelemahan, the weaknesses. So if you see here, Madam Purani, when I ask you, Madam Purani, can you come on the stage? Next time when we have programs, Madam Purani have to come on the stage, she has to present. So Madam Purani said, no, I don't want because I have a stage fear. Cannot. If I tell you, Madam Purani, bring yourself, you have the confidence, she has to come and speak with the mic on the stage. So that's how it works. But don't hate anything, love everything, things will change. Then you will be a good speaker also. And then don't get attention. You don't want to be a attention seeker's speaker. We want to give the speech to leave impact for others because we want to transform others to have upskilling and reskilling, to enhance the younger generation to come in, to become another transformation person, to serve the nation in many other sectors, to be competitive with other countries and other skilled workers. So this is what so important here, to be upskilled. And then why you cannot talk to opposite sex? What is the problem? We are not we want gender equality, meaning women or men, we can speak, we can discuss, we are open for open-ended questions and answers, because that way we will learn better. So how many of you have a gender, you have fear talking to another man to discuss about some work matter, some department's issue, or any other issue? Maybe you have personal problem also, you don't have the courage to share with your guy friends. How many of you? It's okay if you have friends.
Before this I have.
You had?
Because I'm in the first primary school, convent, girls school,
convent.
secondary also girls school, the counter nurse also girl. So when go to the work,
nice job.
when go to the work, it's a different the ward, male ward and female ward. First they put in male ward. So I really got difficult to communicate.
You see, this one also involves communication skill. You see, she's actually sharing her real life situation. You see, now Miss Kamala is already getting the point, how important to capture the skills, the strategies, the tools, right? Yeah, so she had difficulty to communicate with the patient. Alright.
The male patients.
Male patients.
The boys also sometimes male ward. So boys.
Yeah, because some of them, they may have a different way of accepting, different way of getting things done. So it's actually, they have difficulty, but you can overcome these barriers. If you can't talk. Sometimes language will be an issue. Sometimes Madam Kamala will be working as a nurse in different country. For example, she go to Dubai. So there will be a lot of Arabian people. So for her, the language is a barrier. She will be speaking English, right? But the Arabics will be speaking Arabic language. So that will be one of the barrier. Cross-culture kind of thing, to understand their culture, to adapt to their system and beliefs, the norms and everything. So these are the setback, the some of the weaknesses that everyone will come across, we will encounter. And then don't get recognition, alright? So when you lack in communication, you don't get recognition. That means people will not take you seriously, and you won't be rewarded into anything, because you don't have any skills, you don't have any points, you don't have any techniques and all that. So technique for communication, one of the technique is active listening skills, and also being empathy, understand other people's problem. So don't dive into your problem. I'm sure every one of us has a problem, right? Maybe problem at work, problem at family, problem into finance sometimes, problem with children, maybe problem with our bosses, friends, and etc. But don't dive that when you come into communication. Instead, solve it. Right? So any question here? So far? Madam? Anything you can ask me. I'm always here to help out today. Just this few hours I can help you. Right? Even after that you want to ask me questions, can. So we have so many things here coming out. So later we will take out even more. We will take even more things out. Alright. Okay. Communication skills and public speaking are like brother and sister. Alright. So when you have public speaking, of course communication is involved. They are in the system. Right. Effective communication create confidence in you. At the beginning, Madam Mona will say, I don't have confidence to speak on the stage because she has a stage fright. But as the time goes on, practice makes her perfect. Understand? You got me? Alright. Now, convert your speeches into conversation. Right? Put your sentence in a nice, polite way. So the way you speak has to be with politeness. Don't be too harsh, don't be so ego, don't show off, and don't think we are greater than anyone, no such thing, right? Every one of us are the same. It's just that we have to create the humble attitude in us and the willingness to help others, right? Because when we grow others, we will also grow ourselves indirectly. That is how the nature works, right? Alright, now start your talk. Start your talk. Okay, let's see. Avoid monologue. Right? Monologue, don't repeat. Don't mumble. Don't talk to yourself. Focus. So you must use voice modulation strategy. Don't use very high pitch, very low pitch. Use a lower tone, but make sure your messages are sharp, clear, and focused. Any question? How do you speak to your daughter? Do you use very low pitch of sound? Very high? Both also.
Yes.
Alright, I always use a high pitch. Okay, so Madam Purani? Depends.
on the situation.
So when you are a teacher, how do you apply this modulation in your workplace? When you were a teacher, flashback. Close your eyes and visualize how were I before.
Primary school.
Yeah, primary school.
Primary school teacher. So how was the situation before?
Primary school kids very naughty, right?
Yeah. We have to control the class first.
Yes,
Especially
patient. You were very
if we enter
patient.
the class, we have to control the class first.
Yes.
And then
You need a lot of energy, being a teacher.
Yeah.
I know. Like a trainer also, we need a lot of energy. You have to be dynamic, you have to give a lot of activities, make the class interesting. You know, that is our job. Right. So, voice modulation strategy is extremely important. Avoid monologue. Don't babble, don't do repetitive statement, don't use fillers, don't have the low pitch until people cannot hear you. You're talking in front, everyone else behind is sleeping. Cannot. You have to make everyone to listen to you, focus, and let them take part. Participation is very important. Now, this is very crucial. Basic. Diet and water. So, 3 of you, please bring water. Alright? Why? Because 450 ml water is very important for you to speak well. And take warm water. Sometimes you can cough in between. Alright? Then high fiber food will make you to feel full. Make your stomach filling a little bit. And take bananas, oatmeal, broccoli, lentils and grass. If you come with things like Other food also can, but make sure you're comfortable in the class, right? So these are another essential, important factor for you be a great communicator or great speaker. Alright. Okay, we have a creative brainstorming session 1. Now this is the problem, right? So let's look at the problem here. Problem 1. Now you visualize, that means you imagine in your mind. You are in a place 3 o'clock in the morning. So have you been outside 3 o'clock in the morning? Morning 3 o'clock? No. All of us will be sleeping at home, isn't it? That is the time we will be in the deep sleep. So 3 o'clock in the morning, you are in the other side of town, for example, Taipei. Madam Kamala is from Taipei. Madam Morani? Mona? From Ipoh. Madam Purani? From Port Dickson. So imagine you are in your town, not in KL. So currently you are in KL, Kuala Lumpur, right? So this is our brainstorming session, communication brainstorming session. You are in the other side of the town from where you live and you have lost your class. No key. Right? You have no money. Suddenly all money finish.
No calls, no phone.
Battery gone. No battery. How you want to make a call? How to charge the phone? Then you spend the next 2.5 minutes, you write down as many ways that you can think of to find shelter. This is crazy, right? What is your solution?
And find people.
Now, I'm going to give you these colorful papers, sticky note here.
It is 3 a.m. in the morning.
You don't have to do anything.
From your mind.
Now, write your solution. Just one sentence will do.
You have lost your.
I give you another color, pink color here. So it's going to be a bit creative because we have few solutions with few colors. Yeah. Just write, just think, visualize. Visualize as many as you can. Then you can jot down. What green color? Right, solution. What are you going to do? Your husband is not there, your family members not there, your friends not there, your boss also not there, siapa pun tak ada. So what are you going to do? Apa action anda? So what is your action? Just jot down your action. Alright, so look like Madam Kamala is in speed mode. She is writing really fast. That's good. Looks like you are getting the point here.
what is name? Your name?
Training provider. Aviation nation training. So never mind, I write.
Concentrated communication.
Effective communication
Effective communication
skills.
skills. Today's date.
Today's date and signature.
Yes. Only this right? Here no need.
This one
No
is
need to wait.
this one I do.
Yes.
Signature of yours. Okay. Alright.
This one also minus.
This one. Okay, now ladies, are you ready to have a brainstorming session? Alright, who is going to come first to say? Bring your sticky note. You can stick here. I'll remove this. You can put here. Put there. Okay, Madam Kamala is coming out to present her creative brainstorming session 1 for problem 1.
First thing, we ask help from nearby people.
Alright, someone nearer.
Someone
Okay.
nearby. And then near and then roadside people.
Like someone
yeah,
who is a
drive,
pedestrians.
pedestrians
Pedestrians.
or any drive
Okay.
people.
Alright. Okay.
Then one is walk around to see shelter nearby.
Alright. Okay.
Shelter nearby or knock the door, anyone people's and ask for help.
Okay, nice. Yeah, because you got to find solution. Or you call 999.
But no battery.
Well,
No
no
battery.
phones.
Or you have to stop some other cars. Make a phone call and so on. Very good. So this is a speed action. What she do? She use communication, verbal communication. You see, even in this situation, what is working more is verbal communication. No matter what, she has to use her voice, her speech to look for help, because that is the only way here. And she cannot use her gadget, mobile, because her phone battery died. So this is the only way or possibilities she has. And help from roadside people, definitely that's also verbal.
For the
Yes.
phone and call the
Yes,
family
so she
to
needs
get
to contact the
get
family or anyone.
the
Yes.
key.
Alright, understand, very good. Now, Madam Mona, come.
I have two.
You have to, let's see what is her way of solving her problem here.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Okay. I have, we ask people around to help. Okay, to go to a police station to help, to ask to any transport,
Alright.
and
So you have to go to the, Madam Mona will look for the nearest police station or she will look for someone to seek help. Right, that's also a nice idea.
Transport help.
Yes, a transport help, very good. And what about Madam Purani? Come, welcome Madam.
Almost same as them.
Almost same.
Yeah.
No, you just paste here.
But normally if you go to other places, you will definitely look after strangers only. They only can help us.
Yes, but you still have to communicate nicely with the
Yeah.
stranger. You say,
You have to
sir,
communicate with them."
can you help me? My car break
Yeah.
down, my mobile phone battery dead. So can you please borrow me your mobile phone or send me back to my house or anything.
But I think I'll ask him to send me to the police station.
To the nearest police station to seek for help.
That is the safest.
Yes. Yeah, that is the best solution.
best
actually.
way, best solution, and then
Because the question is, you have to discuss your best solution in a team. So it looks like you guys, if you work as individually, you also get the same answer
yeah.
as you're working in the team. You see? So if you are in a team, also I think the best solution is for you to look for the nearest police station, or you get a mobile from someone and reach out to your family members at the soonest. Right? So good. Give a clap for yourself. So far you've been doing so well. So well. Okay. Right. See? You can do the best. So you actually just have to spend 2.5 minutes, but your solution came really fast.
Very fast.
Very fast.
It's already.
It's already, we used to be.
Hmm?
We used to be. We used to be ready. That's why we solve very fast.
Yes.
Because normally I travel with my children alone.
Yes. Problem 2. Right. So, madam, look here. We have problem number 2. This is also another possibility. You have woken up. You were sleeping. Then you woke up before your partner. Your partner is your husband, right? Only to remember that it's their birthday. Wow, so romantic. So do you do that or not? You wake up before your partner just to remember their birthday. Madam Mona, you do that?
So far, no.
What about Madam Kamala?
My kids will be nervous.
Huh? Yes? What is that?
Kids the one normally the
He's the one.
kids.
Oh, children.
Children.
That's the one.
Used to do that.
I used to do that lah.
Birthday or
Birthday,
like
like surprise
midnight for the father.
for the both
Both of you. Okay, okay. Nice children. What about okay? What will be your? I mean, okay. Imagine. You have woken up before your partner to remember your partner's birthday. Actually, your partner's birthday, so you are so excited to wake up early. You haven't bought them anything, not even a card. What do you do? List your ideas on the flip chart in 2 minutes. I don't provide you flip chart, but I have this sticky note here. We will be using sticky note. Sticky note for 2 minutes. 2 minutes, just think. So what surprise?
Never buy anything.
You buy surprise.
You haven't buy anything, but you just
So
like
just surprise that.
yeah. So what do you list your best answer? You can also write down here your but the man yes, but you have to see what do you want to do for this thing. Sometimes we forget our partner's birthday, right? We don't forget also we don't do anything earlier. We do it on that day. Correct or not? So what do you do in this case? Take your time. Take 1 minute at least. Yes. So, are you brainstorming? Just imagine, just think critically, creative thinking. What do you do? So are you all ready? think what you can do for your partner? Because you didn't plan what?
Yeah, we didn't plan, and then we
Suddenly you woke up. Wow, so romantic, thinking of partner wake up, leave over today.
just can wish him, only the way can wish him
I
only.
think Kamala does that.
Can wish him happy birthday, that's all, and then
Wait, don't share. Wait, let's see. Ready?
Alright.
Mona is thinking hard.
Okay, I just look whether it's correct or not. You know then.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't matter.
I closed the windows. I closed the so she open
She opened because
maybe the cooling coming from outside.
Yes.
So,
It's not like that.
outside the restaurant.
Outside.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, outside a bit cold.
Good, huh? This one okay. This one a bit okay.
Yeah.
So this one, list your ideas, right? Who am I supposed to call for? Now, three of you discuss to each other, right? You just turn here and discuss whether you have the same thing, common thing or not. You guys do for this situation, for this particular situation. No.
Maybe the one from outside.
This one, discuss this one.
This one, yes.
Okay, I wrote to surprise this phone and send her to birthday songs and speeches.
Oh, okay.
Memory speeches.
From phone to phone.
To phone, to my phone, her phone.
Phone,
Memory pictures.
I wish cook, make coffee, make your own cut, make own cut. That's all.
In this situation, maybe normally I won't for that. I prepare a few days before. But in this situation, maybe what I should do is just hug him and give him a kiss, just wish him, and then I can make a quick food with the things that I
Discuss among yourself.
Yeah.
See, you all have the same way of.
if not I can order from online. If not can go together for the food. That is
We
the
can
way.
get the one
Candlelight
day.
dinner.
Get the one day and make
Spend time with us, then
together to celebrate her birthday.
Because nowadays we are having all the facilities like
ordering
ordering. And then we can go wherever we want to go. Right? So from like last time we don't have all these things. So these are the things we can do.
Okay, now can you exchange your sticky notes to each other and see what is Miss Mona's plan, what is Madam Kamala, what is Madam Purni's plan? Were you having the same common interest so that we will know what does your brain work alike? Do you guys think alike?
yes,
I think
Yes.
almost same.
Almost same.
Yeah.
This is what we do, but normally we know la partner's birthday earlier. But this is not like after wake up straight away. We know already. We already
Well,
planned.
forgot what? Suddenly
Yeah.
like early morning, today is what?
His birthday.
Today
He
is
said,
whatever date. I forgot. So what am I going to do? Instant.
this is the one.
Instant.
One is only can this only lah. We just make a coffee and give the coffee and dish.
But I will use to send a message to the birthday and send the pictures.
Because normally nowadays the man after work out,
Yeah.
they straight away see the
Messages.
not see the wife, not asking for the coffee. or
First
something.
thing we wake up, we see the phone. What message is having? What's up?
Not that they ask me what food in the house or
Because
what.
No,
all
and
the
only the
all the
dinner.
husband is policeman.
Only the dinner we have to
So
go
they
out.
straight away they see the phone only. What's the messages they
Investigate through the phone.
investigate through the phone.
Okay, alright. Okay, that's one. It looks like most of you, I mean, three of you have the same strategy to make your partner happy. Right, so that is one. way of you to celebrate the birthday. Or you can just bring them outside to have some food easier. Now buy what? Fish.
You don't buy from online dish.
Buy from online fish. Simple as it is, So you
Very
see,
good.
yes. So you communicate the theme, then after that you do some things to make the things really more merrier. Right, okay. Now we have problem number 3. This one is requiring money. This is, you see, this part is 500 euro. This is euro. Where do they use euro? Which country? UK.
Europe country.
UK. So, Europe country, and then the currency is quite high, right? So you see, 500 spent 1 hour. You have that in their hand. 500, you know,
Almost to the
almost
2,000,
500, 2,500, 2,600, because times 4.5 times 5. So you see, how are you going to spend it? Luxury, 2,000 plus, but you can spend. What are you going to do?
Nowadays with that money we can't buy phone also, iPhone.
We can't buy phone. But you have this money, you want to spend in 1 hour. You see the question.
Within 1 hour we need to spend
Within
that
1
amount.
hour. Madam Mona, these your ideas during the next 1 to 2 minutes. These your ideas?
Maybe you can buy clothes.
Okay, how about we can poor people can give.
Right. So let's see. This is in Malaysia or in Europe? No, we see the currency. You don't know Malaysia also. As long as the money is in your hand,
That means this is Malaysia lah. Using Malaysia money lah.
wherever you are. Mana-mana, wherever you are. Right, 2-3 points. 2,500 in one hour. You see, the question is 1 hour. See? So list your ideas during the next 1 to 2 minutes. And circle your best answer. You want more people also. Circle your best answer. You can do so many things, 1 hour you can buy so many things, you can makan. In Malaysia, okay lah. Take 1.5 minutes. Give me the best answer. Bring kids only you think. For example, if you have your kids with you, then just buy for them. Okay, once you finish writing your possibility, your ideas, you must turn your ideas, make it funny. That means humorous sentence. For example, you say, within that 1 hour, I use my money to go for shopping. So how you want to make the sentence very humorous, very funny? Yes. make sentence, humorous sentence. Like for 1 hour, I will quickly run for window shopping example, and after that I will eat ice cream. You know, something funny, something exciting, which can make you enjoyable and happy. Humorous. Change your ideas into humor. Humor and interesting. Humor, make it funny. Your friends must laugh when you say this. When Madam Mona said, Madam Kamala and Purni will be laughing. Those kind of excitement. You know, humor, sense of humor is very important. Are you all ready?
But I don't think so. I don't think so that we all can.
This 2,006 in 1 hour.
2,600 in 1 hour.
I mean, Malaysian.
Malaysia RM. You convert 500 euro to RM. So big one. 1 hour, you know,
2,500.
too much. Too much for 1 hour.
For 1 hour.
Europe money
Nowadays
also.
can easily can spend the money within 1 hour. Not even within 1 hour.
One place you go, you finish everything.
Within few minutes, everybody can finish the money.
Done. Ready? Yeah. Okay. Now, since you are ready, now you reveal your answers in your group. The three of you, right? Reveal the answers. Let's see whether you are doing the same thing or you have different interests, common interests.
I bring my kids along that time, bring 2006. Quickly send them to the school. Play section there.
Yes, yes.
Both of them, two boys, I am sending them. There, I give some money to them. I and my daughter go to pedicure and manicure.
Oh, picture and manicure.
Quickly, I bring there. After that, quickly we go to the small window shopping, buy some clothes, or game, or toys for them. And then straight away go to the makan food court. Habis, money.
Alright, that's interesting because for 2,600 within an hour, you must have plans. So that is fun, right? Because you have fun with your children, you buy for them what they want.
I already planned this.
You can also buy for yourself. That's
Yeah,
fun.
buy for- Maybe this amount, maybe I can give amount to charity. First I give to charity, and then I give to my mom, and then I will definitely buy clothes for me because I.
So all of you want to do shopping?
Yeah.
Shopping freak.
Buy food.
And then
Yes.
hairstyle also.
And then
Hairstyle. Go and comb your hair.
Yeah.
Look good.
And
Groom
buy
yourself.
expensive handbag.
Personal etiquette and branding.
Handbag.
Handbags.
Quality handbags.
You have a
Yeah, quality
nice
handbags.
and fancy handbags.
Yes.
Okay, that's nice. What else?
Shoe. Shoe like not a normal shoe, like a
can
branded.
fill petrol
branded.
also because nowadays the petrol is very high, so can use for that. And then can top up our touch and go.
Yes, true. That is
because
very.
nowadays we
That is important.
Yeah,
Everywhere we going we need
petrol and go. Money for
Cashless.
Yes, cashless. Right, okay, that is a very good idea. I think 2,600 within 1 hour to finish nowadays at this
Yeah.
point of time is much easier because everything is so expensive nowadays. Right? but you have to plan what you want to do. Then probably you want to go for a movie, you want to buy for your children some clothes, some shoes, some books, pharmacy for medical things and all that. So that is actually very good idea, right? So sometimes you can have some games with them. So many things you can do. But within 1 hour you can't have much game because you have to finish the money one. Alright, that's interesting. So most of you have the most same common ideas, shopping and children needs. And also Madam Purni want to top up her petrol touch and go card.
Because
This
we are
is
having 4 cars
a
in
good
the-
idea.
So we can use the money for it.
Yes,
And also
because,
petrol.
because you want to move around, so you need petrol, isn't it?
Mm.
Okay, good. You put for important things. Important things. It's importance. Alright. How did you feel about being time with carrying out the brainstorming? That means when I give you brainstorming session, you know brainstorming it will be like this. Bubble map. You have point 1, point 2, point 3, point 4, point 5. It's called as spider web.
Can come out with a lot of ideas.
Yes. So you have 1 point, but you can branch into many sections, subsections we call it. So how did you feel while carrying out the brainstorming? How you feel? But you can do it very fast. For example, I'm going to test you on brainstorming now at this session. I'm going to ask you to do bubble map here on the board. And the topic is let me think what topic. Where were you surprised at the number of solutions? It's all later. This part we will do later. Now think of where will be you 5 years from today. 5 years from now. Today, this year is 2023. Right. 5 years from now, where are you going to be?
After 5 years? or
Future,
five-
in future.
In future, after 5 years.
5 years from now. 2023
Oh.
plus 5 is 2028. Come. You think first, Take your time. 1 minute. 1 minute is good enough.
20, 70, 60.
Yes? 5 years from now, how old are you?
Definitely I will be 60. I will be a grandmother.
Oh yeah. Very
I will be a grandmother. Yeah.
Okay, come, let's listen to.
Finish their study, so we up and down,
Just visualize yourself. Close your eyes and think. Now I'm here. 5 years from now, what am I going to do? Visualize, think. Now you think for yourself. You have to draw like that. Example, spider web. You will put here 5 years from now. My vision, 5 years from now. Example, huh?
Left to right.
Short notes, okay. Now think first. You want to sketch here,
So
okay?
what we want to do,
What,
how we will do.
No. 5 years from now, where you going to be? What you going to do?
What
I
will
mean,
you do?
Where
What
you
will
will
you
be
do?
5 years from now?
Where will be, I don't know.
Whatever what you want to do, where you will be, everything.
Here.
Write first, then you
You're
cannot
not
go.
going there.
But maybe 5 years from now, you have some plans. Migrate with your children. So many things can be done. Then later we will communicate here this part. Then we will do the next. surprised, What is your plan? What is your dream from 5 years from now? Cucu. Daughter graduation, so many things, what? Madam Kamala listing. See, she's so reasonable. So many things buried in you, but you are revealing now.
It's a meeting for plan.
Plans. Plans are very important. If you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. Remember this. Plans are not. Only have one. Have more vision. You can have more. That time we have vision has no idea for that for 5 years. But what's the dream there? What is your plans? Your your wishes, that's the right word, wishes. Must just give feedback. Just stick. Just stick. Just for
I'll be able to apply the knowledge that
yes.
the training of the is coming to the end. Second, topic. class participations and interactions were encouraged. Adequate time was provided for question and discussions. How do you rate the training overall? Excellent.
Number 10 என்னது?
Adequate time was provided for question and discussion. Question and discussion. What aspects of the training could be improved? So I think around
Just say it again.
environment.
Sign that today's date. 15/5. Total article. Coaching session.
Coach structures, okay.
Right, you need. Sorry, it's like assessment, like communication or assessment, communication skills.
Just like this.
Just stick.
Just this.
Just stick also.
Place of coaching. Communication skill excellence program.
Thank you. Excellent communication skills. Don't learn means just learn.
That's right, Nana.
I know it.
okay.
Just say all fine, all fine, all good lah. Thank you. For evaluation.
So I will where is to be discussed in the next section. Huh?
Yes. Yes.
I would like to, yes,
Right,
next section.
The top right side, just put my very clear. Clear, right?
Even the next section we said.
My recommendations for next
Skills.
what skills or what you
Brand
want
and
to
makeup section.
makeup section, makeup skills, makeup skills.
Okay.
Okay, okay is good.
Okay, then cooking lah.
Baking good. Baking,
No, sorry,
baking good.
baking.
Baking, yes. Baking skills I have.
Baking skill,
Sari, drumming.
You can do, you can have the dressing.
Personal branding and dressing etiquette.
Personal level.
So it will come under grooming.
Or grooming.
Personal branding and
Grooming section lah.
grooming session. Office grooming or
Office grooming.
yeah, either, I would like the following areas to be discussed in the next section.
Following, you can put any skills,
Like,
makeup skills and communication skills or all these things.
And another thing, why not the educations? Kids educations. Is there got any
Skills,
for the kids further future like you know for education, right? So how to choose? Can they got any
Oh, that's what you
things?
attended counselor.
Okay, so I don't hear.
No, you say until those 17,
No, what I say is after the kids finish the school is the SB whatever. is
or they have a
for
program
them,
or not? Kids program like
skills
for
future for futures
For future.
a career.
Maybe I
Ah.
will tell later. I will tell later.
Something like that program.
Depends on what they like to pursue. My recommendation same as it. Just put same as above. Same as above. Okay, participant signature.
After so long, I'm writing my name so many times.
Hey, this one you write down,
This one is.
I see.
That one I Okay, this one, information is, I can design what I'm saying.
After you study. Information disclosure. Describe each information that you have read and used to address the participant issue of problems of person. How are these? No, this one.
This one
Oh,
is
Right, but
okay. This is my study. So these are all our name.
Yeah, say also.
No, he says, now see that, my name is there. My name is there. I'm not doing business. I'm not doing business.
Dia my partner one. Then it's me. Ask me
Okay, but you are considered like
what I said, என்ன தெரியும் தரமாக இருக்கிறேன் நீ
you just put your family business.
family business. So my one is God. Family business. God, but my husband doing contract. Transport. Bus transport. Family business.
Instructions, read the extent to which you build confidence. This you have to fill up. And did you gain confidence? Well, neutral. You must rouse your confidence level in matters.
Are you satisfied with your current salary? You're not working?
Just
You
try to
have
fill up.
nurse.
If not available, just put NIL. NIL.
Yes, consider from the participant.
The roles, qualifications of these organizations, performance, the rate, is it, you can take the job, you can perform well, confidence level. You're highly confident, well, ability to adjust and do work. Moderate. Your own self. Current income, your current income, just put NIN or just put 3,000 like that. Just estimate. Estimate anything, just agak-agak. So just for assessment, communication assessment, assessing the participants.
Sama sesuai.
yes, trainee. This one. The communication skill one. Yes.
Communication skill. Cost center should write. Leave it,
Diploma and master. Communication skills.
Now it's housewife, right?
Just put excellence. Yes. Okay, Bota. Communication skills, makeup artist.
Exchange work.
But all these you need communication skills.
Because maybe now business are you in active? Cooking class or hospital skill. getting knowledge. Maybe I will
Gaining knowledge. Gain. G-A-I-N.
gaining.
Gaining knowledge. Okay, are you ready to discuss?
This one only, huh?
Alright, come. Now, three of you can come out now and start discussing what is in your small notes. Or one person, one by one. You can do it as an individual. Madam Mona first.
How did you feel about me?
Oh, Purni. Madam Purni, you want to come or Kamala? Kamala first. You look like you have more ideas here.
I have more idea.
One by one.
No, you know, yesterday I forgot really what I.
Oh,
5 years back.
Oh,
Okay.
5 years after.
In the 5 years time.
5 years time.
The 5 years time வந்து
But at least
I
you
want
can
to go
tell,
for-
no, at least you can tell.
I want to go travel with my family. Travel. By the time I'm free from the school, so that my kids all go for the college. So I and my husband got time to spend together. So maybe I will go travel with my husband.
Okay.
I'm free from school driving.
So you're free from your commitment.
Free from school
School
driving. And then that day my kids studying where they study in the college station. So I can just take care there. And then waiting for my kids and my husband graduation. My kids and my husband graduation.
Oh, in 5 years time.
5 times. Just my kids also now school. After that maybe they go for college and they graduate. So maybe my husband also soon want to study. And then he also go for the study.
Okay.
So I just supported for them. I want to see them for the graduations success.
Like that. You want to see your family success story.
And then family, because now we don't have enough time spending time with the relative and the friends, whatever. So after that maybe I got time together with my family, friends and relatives. So I want to go visit them.
Now, for whatever that you are telling, how did you feel? You are telling all this in a very short period. You compress. You can tell me very brief summary. Now, how did you feel about carrying out this brainstorming session? See,
Communication levels.
yeah.
With the communication.
Can you do a spider web? Let's do a spider web. So you write, how do you feel? This is about your feelings. Because you can brainstorm very efficiently in a short period of time. You have so many ideas.
Visit them. Let's visit them.
No, how you feel that you can brainstorm fast. You're feeling that you are
feel
able
relaxed,
to.
you feel happy.
Yes, you just write your
Confident.
feeling. Are you confident?
Yeah, confident.
Like that.
Your confidence. An example, Were you like? How is your feeling? How's your inner feeling?
Relax.
Relaxed.
Out of
Yes.
stress.
Okay.
Peace.
Peace. Yes. Very good.
Happy. Satisfied.
Satisfied. Empowered. So you feel empowered, you feel confident, right? Because you're actually sharing many things, many positive things, important things. Okay, so were you surprised at the number of solutions? Were you surprised that you came out with so many solutions? You know, you actually
Finally, what we get this is what we
yeah,
get.
what is the take back? You know, this is the take back. So you feel confident, happy, relaxed. You internally you feel peace. Very important is our inner peace. Is you have peace inside, you are the most successful person on earth. So attaining the inside peace is number one. So then you feel satisfied. You feel satisfied to see your loved ones be successful. You are empowered. You are strong. You are confident. You can stand in any situation. So that is what we want to see here. This is excellent. Give a big clap. Okay, very good. Now, Madam Purani. Let's welcome Madam Purani.
You have more, I think.
If I come here means my.
Okay, let's
start. Yeah, I'm starting.
Okay, now Madam Purani is.
Okay, I think in another 5 years I'll be definitely I'll be a grandmother.
She's relaxing.
And then
Relax.
this
mother.
next mother.
Yeah, she's spending
I'll
time.
be in my own dream house
Okay, excellent.
because we are building a house. And then maybe I will travel all over the countries which I never been. I'll drive a new car also.
Oh, nice. Wow, can I get the fetch?
Yeah. This is
So, so how are you feeling? You see, you can brainstorm within this short period of time. Just now you already wrote down everything.
same like what Kamala was. Yeah. I feel relaxed, feel peace, confident,
Okay.
And then I think I need to learn. I need to participate like this.
Participate more in trainings.
Happy.
Yes. Upskill yourself. Upskill and reskill yourself because you can, empower yourself, make yourself confident, change yourself. No, that is transform. We call it as transformation. This one is part transform.
Today I spend the time for me.
For yourself, your
Myself,
time,
yeah,
something
for
for
myself.
yourself.
Yeah.
You know, we as human
After
beings,
so
we must
long.
have time
Yes.
for ourselves. Little bit
After-
to improve self. Yes,
After
improve
so long.
yourself for your, for your
Today I spend the
betterment.
time for myself after
Yeah,
so
you see,
long.
so many years.
Yes,
So this
so-
yeah, communication skills training make you to be more empowered, more confident.
So it's
You see, you are actually speaking. You are doing verbal communication now, right? Empowered. Wow, that's a very powerful word.
and then I'm getting new friends. Right?
Yes, you are building your connections, growing your network,
Getting new.
and also positive exposure. Right?
Yes. Okay, that's all.
Very nice. You see, Madam Purani, she finds inner peace. She has a peace inside, so her soul is very peaceful. She's confident. Inwardly, she's confident because she can come in front and she can present. She can speak. So she's using verbal communication skills. She also used non-verbal because she expressed in terms of her body gesture, expression. She used her face expression. She used her tone, voice modulation. She has all the tools that she used just now, and she said she wants to participate more in upcoming training because she wants to upskill herself, she wants to make herself better, she wants to educate herself with more knowledge. And today she has a me time. Me time means her own quality time for herself as a person, and also she's empowered. She's inwardly she feels empowered, and of course she is building her connections. She's getting more friends. Yes, give her another biggest applause. Very good. Excellent, Madam Purani. Thank you. And now let's call another lady here, Madam Mona. Welcome. And can we clear the mic, please? Okay.
for my future 5 years, I still sending my children to school, and my eldest also she has to go to college, and I like to go to planning to migrate to overseas. Not idea, no idea, but I will see how the condition is my husband's work.
Okay.
Husband's work, only that two.
Okay, very nice. Can you do the map with and put for
Yes,
you? Yes, come it. Put for you more like spider web.
All of us migrate.
Migrate to Australia.
Come, let's go. Getting new friends there. And then getting new in-laws.
Okay.
All the in-laws.
So many snakes in here.
Okay. Alright. Now fill it up.
Oh, nice for spider.
Beetles.
Oh, Beatles.
Beetles.
See,
Happy.
okay.
Brainstorming session is very important.
Positive vibes.
Brainstorming session we can use even for, we can help our children to brainstorm for their education.
Another point is we must know how to solve the problem. Solutions.
Yes, must find the problem solving methods. We have that, coming soon, problem solving and decision making skills. And what is the person?
But this is how you incorporate the spoken English also.
Spoken
English.
English. Usually we have like participation in a lot of games, activities, and then presentation, sometimes assessment.
Enjoy also. Spoken English. Can improve our language.
Ladies also-
Because we
ladies
got no
also
chance
can,
to
uh,
speak.
You're actually improving your English,
Yeah.
English proficiency.
Usually for quite long I was thinking to
Attend.
attend the spoken English.
Okay,
The
okay.
class, the
Then
language.
we have to need
Language
language
classes.
classes. Now we have to need the Cambridge.
Everything.
Cambridge.
Cambridge English. Okay,
So
so
only this I have.
okay, for Madam Mona, she said that in this brainstorming session, she was confident to brainstorm in a very short period of time. She's also had the inner peace, she felt very peaceful. She also built the connections by getting new friends and she feels very happy, right? So the beetle had 4 legs here, then these are all the empty legs. So it's okay because this is what she felt. She was genuine to say this and give her applause also because she also has done something that makes her happy. That's more important. Whatever we do, we have to be happy inside, we have to feel peace. These are the 2 important factors. Right, okay, now this is done. Right, now we'll go to the next session. So I hope you guys are enjoying the session and now I will go in depth a little bit of communication before we have the closing session later on. Alright? So later I will ask you what is your take back? What was the outcome that you gained from this class at the end of the class? Okay, alright, this one. Alright, interpersonal communication case study. Interpersonal communication happens in company, in your daily life, with the people around you. So, the friendly supervisor, Abhishek, manages, Abhishek is the name of a person, he manages customer relation department at a public company. Alright, the department is responsible to reply to customer requests for information and also customer complaint. There are 7 typists in the department who handle the customer complaint. Abhishek promoted his staff Rachana as a office supervisor. Rachana is a typist like secretary in the department for the past 10 years. She considered the fastest secretary and very good secretary because she typed, you see, she typed really fast. She typed very fast, alright, and Rachana is as the best attendance. She never skipped work, and Abhishek considered her as the most trustable person to work with as a secretary. She is well liked by everyone, and many people like her as a personal friend. This girl Rachana, understand? So far you understand? And as a supervisor, Rachana do good job. She handle work assignment, she also do typing work, she does not criticize others, and Rachana will not take any disciplinary action. She makes no attempt to check of the work with the quality standards, or she doesn't check whether her work is complete. She spends most of her time typing to reduce the workload of other typists. So can you see, Rachana is overworking.
She's a office supervisor.
She also do the typist work. So the boss, the friendly supervisor Abhishek, is the person who manage the customer relation department. So Abhishek also promoted Rachana to office supervisor. Right? So Rachana is overworking. Okay, now let's see. The human resource HR department received increased number of complaints from different departments about the poor quality of typing and about the slow turnaround. Why they have this problem? Why they have this problem? Because one person doing everything.
Over stress.
Yes. So Rachana is actually target of poor quality work. She has a poor supervisory skill because she doing everything on her own. So she create more mistakes in her work. Okay, now let's see the problem. Complaints received about typists under Rachana take excess long coffee break and spend time on personal phone calls. You see? So they are taking advantage of her. Some go for coffee, they take a long break, they don't do work properly. The human resource department complained to Abhishek to find out the problem. Abhishek talked to the typists. They told that Rachana always invite them to her house for dinner or to play bridge. So is Rachana serious or not? She's playing the fool in her work. Abhishek says that typists all like Rachana as a friend, but they are becoming concerned about her lack of supervisory skills. Abhishek mentioned Rachana that she should focus on improving the work. She replied, "These women are my friends. I don't feel right cracking down on them." You see, Rachana said they are the friends, so she wants to spend time, play the bridge at home. Okay, Rachana, so question 1. Can individual effectively manage a group and be a close personal friend with group members? Can individual manage a group and be a close personal friend with group members? You see, you are managing a group, you are communicating with them. You must have, you have the supervisory skills, but they are also your good friend. You are killing the time for coffee break. You ask them to come to the house to your colleague. You know, this is your workmate, not friends. This is your workmate. So can this be done? Can they work effectively in the office if they do this part? Can, if they organize their time at work. But this girl is not doing it. This girl, she doing lame work. So she making a lot of mistakes, and you can't blame her 100% because she's doing a lot of work. She's doing everything on her own. So what is important here is the supervisor, the name of the supervisor Abhishek. Abhishek has to communicate with her and the peers in the organization. They have to solve this problem. If they don't solve this problem, there will be a poor quality of time and slow turnaround time of work. these problems will arise. So communication plays a role here to improve this skill. So they cannot appoint Rachana alone, they have to revamp the management again. So clear about this? Yes? So you have any other idea you want to share with me about this situation? What should the management do here? The management has to sit down, have a meeting, they have to communicate about the problem. Right? So what else can be done here?
Less work.
Less work. Yes, they have to segregate the work specification. Okay, Rachana, you do this. Abhishek, you do this. Lina, you do this. Honey, you do this. So it will be more systematic. They have to communicate. They cannot just put the workload to one person, and that if there is no work segregation, this type of poor quality work will happen, and communication has to take place here to solve it. They have to conduct a meeting, sit down and find a solution to solve this issue. Understand? Alright, any question here? This case study, no? Alright, now we're coming to hot tips to close deal. Hot tips, communication to close deal with very high level of success rate. When we communicate, we don't know. End of the day, I'm successful or I'm not successful. It's like you climbing the Himalaya mountain or Mount Everest. You climb halfway, you don't know whether you can go up or not. You know, lately there were a case, this husband and wife, they climb Mount Kinabalu or Everest. I can't really remember. Mount Kinabalu or Everest. Halfway, they have an issue, breathing difficulty, magnitude issue. They came down, they died. Both husband and wife, because of the breathing difficulty, oxygen level dropped. Alright, so you got to see whether your success rate in anything that you do is related or not, whether you can achieve to that level or not. So verbal cues, very important. Reciprocal. What is reciprocal? Remember I told just now? Two ways of communication. When I talk, you also give me feedback. So it is a participation. How you respond to me. Do you understand? Are you happy? Or what is the take back? From here, how do you transform yourself? What is the benefit that you're getting from this effective communication skills class? This is the take back here. And of course, anything also in communication skills, we involve active listening, because when someone is speaking, you have to listen, focus to what the person is trying to say, be empathy to them. So active listening is one of the most important techniques and tools which you should apply in your communication skills, and you have to fulfill the heart of their needs and desire. You understand them, you dive into their problem and try to help them. Alright, so this is very audience specific needs. That means it's personal. Audience specific needs, personal needs. Any questions? Positive body language, right? These are the don't fidget, picking at clothes, avoid sitting slump like that. You know, some people, they not motivated, they just hunch. Don't be too tense when your face expression, you smile a bit, don't be too stressed, relax, just take it easy. Just enjoy the environment, enjoy the class, and never turn your body towards others. When the presentation or the trainers are giving you training, don't turn behind, don't turn to each other, because that shows that you lose your interest and you feel bored in the class. So try to show some level of confidence, interest, and have a fun learning session. Fun learning session is very important for you to gain more knowledge. And creating a sync between thinking and speaking. You think, you speak. Reduce rate of speech, ROS, and you have to select some topics. When you want to do public speaking on the stage, you have to select a topic that you have some points and knowledge about, and include some personal examples. Personal examples means real life example which happened to you back in your workplace or back in your home or back with your friends or wherever. That is your past experience, right? And then you don't need to apologize for anything that you didn't do, because sometimes you don't do any mistakes, so you don't have to apologize unless it's needed. Alright, it depends. Okay, so you think before you speak. You cannot just speak, you got to have something to speak. Whatever you speak, it has to have context, right? So any questions here? No? Okay, ACC perfect speaker. There's no perfect speaker, right? Unless you train yourself harder and then you apply many things, you have the work-life experience, then you are considered as a perfect speaker, and then you can transform, you can see some difference, impact from the audience that came for your training. That is considered as a perfect speaker, right? But to be a perfect speaker, it takes a long time. Now recap. For communication skills to close any deal effectively within our fingertips, number 1, listen more, speak less. Alright? Listen more what the other person trying to say. You control your speech. Okay, you tell me, I listen to you. Then you will understand better. And the person who's speaking to you also, they feel more comfortable because they can express their ideas openly. Then be fully present in the place. That means when someone is talking, you got to listen, you got to focus. Sometimes, it's normal, we all are human beings, right? So when someone is talking, you don't 100% pay attention. Your mind will be bubbling. What is happening there? What are my children doing? What's happening in the office? What my husband doing? What my mother doing this time? What my friend doing? So these are the human beings' concentration. It happens to all of us. So be fully present means you focus. Be there in the situation. Right? And then this one. Talk with people. Not at people. Talk with people. Alright? That's very, very important. Be consistent. Don't repeat yourself too much. You have to be consistent. That means, okay, this is the point. How to solve? Okay, come to the solution. Don't repeat the same thing. Because by repeating, you're not going to go anywhere. Right? Okay, that's one. Use your voice very wisely. Use your voice, use some slow pitch tone. Don't be too aggressive, don't be too demanding, don't be too egoistic or proud of yourself, because nothing to be proud about. Everything is almost the same. It's just that how you carry things. Make it about them. So you understand them, they come to you with a problem, solve for them. It's not about you. Alright? And then be transparent, be open. It's better to be transparent. Right? When you open yourself to ideas, solutions, you will grow better. So be more open. Let it go. If it is not meant for you, let it go. It's okay. Maybe some of the ideas are not for you. So it's okay. Just throw the ideas, get some new ideas, and you practice the new ideas. Right? Not everything you can follow, right? Some you can follow, some you cannot follow. So cut the fluff, cut the negativity. Use active voice, not passive voice. One day I came to the school and what happened? Nobody want to hear it. They feel like sleeping. It's a cartoon. So you have to have the active voice to attract the audience. Listen, and the audience must tell, okay, when I came, I get something. I'm motivated. Now I'm going to be a different person. I'm going to activate myself. I'm going to change. When I change, the people around me change to be more positive, and I will give them a good impact. You get what I mean? Yeah. Okay, now make it simple, no need complex. Simple sentence, but make sure the sentence is powerful. Alright? Like how Rajinikanth used to do. Okay, now then be very clear. You must be clear, whatever like they are giving to people, right? It cannot be so complicated. Hey, I cannot understand this, and these words are so bombastic. Why you need to give so bombastic, chunky words? No need word. What you need? Easy word can understand and apply. We are human beings, no need that very bombastic, sophisticated thing. We just want rules and techniques to apply. Make things simple and easy and make our life easy. Correct or not? Efficiency more important. Be brief. Be specific. You have to be brief. What is that? Okay, what is your task or focus? Get it done. That's it. Simple as it is. Cut and clear. Any question here? Miss Madam? Any question, Madam? You, Madam? No, okay. Now, brain twister. You see, our brain got two ways. One is right, it's a hemisphere, and then we have certain portion of the brain. So every part of our cerebral system works in a different way. We human being, we think differently. Our right brain and left brain functions in a very different way, but of course it coordinates in the same version. Just that each one of us think different. We have different ideas. That's why you say teamwork is very important. Communicating to each other, we have more ideas to share rather than just being individual. Being individual, you may not be able to have more ideas. The more you work together, the more innovation you can bring, the more creativity you can bring, the more critically you can think. So you can make even anything better. Something simple, you can even make it more wonderful, make it more beautiful. So brain twisters is very important. Now we have activities of brain twister. How can you drop, raw egg, uncooked egg, on the concrete floor? Concrete floor, not this floor, this is carpet floor. Concrete, concrete floor? Yes. So how can you drop a raw egg on a concrete floor, but you don't crack it? The egg doesn't crack. How? Slowly. Brain twister, twist your brain. How? Let's see. How you drop it on the floor, but it doesn't break. Okay. So, think.
It's overcooked.
Overcooked. But they say raw egg.
Raw egg.
Raw egg means not cooked, not even boiled. So let's think, how is it going to work here? Want to see?
Raw egg, okay, go down and put it.
Go down. Okay, we will see the answer shortly. Any other answer? Any other ideas? Ladies?
Just drop it slowly. Don't very fast. Same.
Another one use
But the
the
shape, the
The
oil,
distance,
the
the
oil will be
floor
oval shape, right?
See, concrete floors.
Very hard.
Very hard to crack. Huh?
Yes, sir.
You see, concrete floors,
Very hard to
very hard to crack.
Okay.
Try and see. Where has no concrete floor? You can try if you have concrete floors.
Not easy to make a house, what?
The raw egg, not
Not easy to crack.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Not easy.
Concrete.
Concrete means without tiles now, without tiles and marble.
Ah.
It's cement.
Yes, because it's rough one.
Oh, it's rough, yeah.
So it will actually support the surface of the
So maybe
the
I
skin.
can try
You can
in my
use some
house and-
experiment.
That one never use that also.
Oh, yeah.
Must use the shoe. Must walk.
Okay, read this one. If it took 8 men 10 hours to build a wall, how long it would take 4 men to build it? See, 8 men take 10 hours to build the wall. So 4 person will take for how many hours? How long it will take? Madam,
Times 8.
Huh?
Times 10, 20 hours.
20 hours, you?
If
Let's see who can give me the answer. I will answer KFC.
How long will it take for?
Yes.
4 months.
10 hours.
See, 8 men, 10 hours to build one wall.
5 hours.
How long? 4 men to build the same wall. That's the question here.
Double. 10 will be 20. But that is not the answer. Definitely there will be
5.
different answer.
5.
Let's see the answer.
No time at all, as it already built. Oh my god. Yeah. They
Yeah, you
already
see,
built the wall.
you see the question?
Yeah. Yeah, understand. They already built the wall.
No time what? It's already built. The 8 men took the build already. Why you need another 4 men to build it? Logic, right? So nobody think of this, right?
Yeah, nobody will think.
Okay.
So funny.
Okay, now this one. If it took 8 men 10 hours to build a wall, how long would it take 4 men to build? Okay, that was the repetition of the question. Now, let's look at this. Okay, let's give this. Remember COVID time, we cannot even shake hand, so we got to do this cheering. Shaking hand like that. Okay, so now you see here. If you had 3 apples and 4 orange in one hand, and 4 apples and 3 orange in the other hand, what would you have?
Parenga,
3 apples, 4 orange. 3 apples, 4 orange.
in
Ah.
one hand. And 4
And-
apples, 3 orange.
And the, what would you have?
What will you have? Same thing, huh?
Hmm? Anyone can tell me the answer?
Three.
We having the
We having the same
we having the
fruits.
fruits in the both hands.
Fruits in both hands.
So how to
So what would you
Two
have?
apples.
What will you have? We have the orange and apple, huh?
Two apples.
large hand?
Very large hands.
Very large hands. Because you are carrying so many fruits in each hand. So you got a very large hand. What?
Oh,
Together, yes, large. The word large here. Together. This one. This is actually critical, bit of critical thinking. How can you lift an elephant with one hand? One hand you want to lift the elephant. How to do that?
Cannot. Definitely cannot.
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 So,
It is not a problem since you never find an elephant with one hand.
got the point?
No.
It's not a
Okay, you see.
What you mean that
You lift an elephant with one hand. Okay, so elephant got how many legs? 4 legs. So got hands or not? Only the trunk. Ah. How can you lift an elephant with one hand? Not the problem since you never find an elephant with one hand. There's no hand, what?
But you using the trunks only. Anything you use the trunks.
Yes, even for
Yes.
anything. Elephant. How can a man go 8 days without sleep? A man, this man, go 8 days without sleep.
Because you can never find the solution. Ah,
You said
Looking at
You
my-
see the question?
days, so sleeping
8
in
days, not 9.
Not nine.
See how you analyze? So not your brain.
Brain.
Sleeps at night.
daytime you won't sleep.
Okay, what is this?
If you throw a red stone into the bubble sea,
If you throw a red stone into the blue sea,
oh,
what it will become? Purple color.
If you throw a red stone into
The blue
Maybe
sea.
blue
sea,
is a
what
purple,
it
yeah.
will become?
You change the color lah. What color will be?
Change
Throw a
colour.
red stone in blue sea.
The stone will go inside. We cannot see the
The stone will sink what?
It will sink inside.
What can you never eat for breakfast?
Hypo.
What can you never eat for breakfast?
Hypo.
No, what
What
can you
you
never eat
never
for
eat?
breakfast?
Food.
Junk food?
Lunch and dinner you cannot eat
Oh.
for breakfast what?
Only breakfast we can eat.
What you never eat for breakfast? You cannot eat your lunch and dinner. Breakfast is breakfast lah.
Yeah.
Correct or not?
Yeah.
Understand ah? Liquid. What is liquid? Water. Anything which is
Yeah.
chai, this is liquid, water, anything lah. Thank you, future of the nation, for twisting your brain. So I twisted your brain or not?
Yes.
Yeah, nice.
Something different for us today.
Yeah.
But the thing, put on behind. Right. This thing is moving. No. The next one.
The picture.
Yes.
Oh, like our brain.
But the thing is moving.
Brain twister. Brain twister. This one is brain twister. This is a repetition. Right, so actually we have more lah, but the time is so short, so this much only I can discuss with you. So come, now what anyone you do, you come outside here, 3 of you, I want you to put your hand like that. You can do it together.
12 5 year.
12 5 okay, got it. So you just do okay, Kamala hair here, okay, Mona's hair, put it okay, okay, okay. Now can you move this hand? You put it மேலே.
Okay, I move on.
No. Can you down can? I must move up only. Can you take out your hand now? With this hand
Oh,
up.
cannot.
Okay. So what do you understand from here? What do you understand? When you have people on top of you, what is the meaning of this?
Heavy.
Heavy. So this
This is where I have to
no
hold.
what
I cannot
is-
destroy.
no, what is actually telling you when you have strong hand on top of your hand?
I become strong.
Not strength. It's
Oh, strength.
unity. Yes. So
Together means we
it's a
together.
confidence.
Yeah.
So when you in a team, when you are doing things in a team and together, you are more stronger and your confidence level increases. And when you communicate with your friends or your team in a very good strategy using all the good techniques, you will success better. You will succeed faster. This is the strength. Okay. Alright? So this is the take back for today. So any questions here? Do you have any questions?
They are very clear.
Very clear.
We came first very clear.
Alright, so I hope that I've actually added values for you for in my training session today. So I hope to see you all transforming and then applying all these concepts in your communication skills. You have a better transformation in your relationship, in your job, whatever that you want to do 5 years from now or now itself with your children, with anyone around you. Alright, so that's all.